Hey, Polly. Hey, Agatha. Chibi. Hey, Josie. Kelly. Hey, Jenna. Hey, Farrell. Baxter. Sandra. I may as well say now, hey, Rara. Hey, Benna. May as well mention now, I will probably not be going live tomorrow night. Tomorrow I will be watching the Lackadaisy. Hey, Beans. Been traveling? Yeah. How goes the new gig? Yeah. How's your traveling going, Josie? Hey, Titney. Thanks, Beans. Lots of turbulence Southwest. Didn't serve any snacks. Ah. Shitty. Why wouldn't they serve snacks? That's weird that they wouldn't serve snacks. That's my day going. Same as usual. Hi, backrooms. You always need snacks on plane? Yep. Eh. Snacks on a plane. Instead of snakes on a plane, snacks on a plane. They didn't want the flight attendants to work during the turbulence. Fair enough, I suppose. Beard Griffin laugh. I mean, it's an easy laugh to do. Southwest gave me mini pretzels. Hey, juicer. Look exhausted. I mean, how can you tell? I usually am. And hi, Fatal. I always look exhausted. I always am exhausted. Hey, eyebrow. Hey, Killface. Eyebrow, I don't know. I don't want to. None of my business. Hey, Jenny. How do you pronounce Kolash? I would say Kolash. This new job getting on? Hey, Varen. I mean, it is. I mean, it is what it is. It's so far it's just training. So. Hey, Diego. I was a rebel and slept all day. I'm jealous. Where are all my clothes? In my bedroom. They're all in my bedroom. This is like right now I'm in an office. Like this is sort of an offshoot of the bedroom. Yeah. But it's not my bedroom closet. Thanks, Roxanne. Woo, sleep. Don't mind if I do. Hey, Chibi. Why is everyone obsessed with the office closet? I guess because I keep the closet door open. How do you like my home? Yeah, it's okay. What do you eat for dinner? Microwave dinner. I'll need to actually go to the grocery store tomorrow. I'm out of microwave dinners. Having a single item in there. Yeah, I'll need to. Give me a moment. There we go. It is no longer empty. Clothing haul wish list now. Call me Crisis like the game. Hello, Zrysex. You're welcome, Jenna. Hey, Rice. Yeah, here's my spring jacket. My leather jacket for when it's spring weather. For when it's like too warm for my winter jacket, but not so hot that having a jacket would be uncomfortable. My clothing tend to flee from my clothes and throw themselves on the floor. I keep mine in a basket. I keep all my clothes in a basket. I don't even bother hanging them up. Don't need a home cooked meal? Probably. Yeah. I had a little comic strip the other day. Oh, nice. Would that have been my Dazzler shirt? Hey, Danger. Hey, Annie. What do I wear in snow weather? I wear a winter jacket. Dazzler? That's okay. Is appreciated good leather jacket? Yep. Silent stream? No. No, I won't be doing a silent stream. Amusing as the idea is, I don't think I'll be doing it. No, it is my leather jacket. A slight stream? What's a slight stream? Making a burrito? Cool, cool. Hey, Scrapegoat. Thanks. Do I like Mexican? No. I don't. Like the classic Chris Crocker blink. Oh, silent stream. You think a silent stream would kill me? That's less than I would like to. Chicken soup. Cool, cool. Favorite chips? Salt and vinegar Ruffles. No, Rise. I did not watch a video. I'm not into video of people dying. I'm not interested in that type of in watching that type of video. I really don't need to watch somebody getting killed. I really don't need to watch people dying. Salt and vinegar top tier, yep. Day 2? Yeah. No, it's still just classroom training. Fish, I mean, depends on the fish. In general, fish isn't my big thing. Like, you know, even like salmon or things like that. Generally, like I can, you know, I'll eat it, but it's not something I particularly enjoy. Fried fish is good, like fish and chips. I like fish and chips. Luden about the red light district in Hamburg in the 70s. So far, so good. Cool, cool. The Big Hero 6. I did watch the first season of Big Hero 6. I never did get around to watching the rest of it. So I did watch the first season of Big Hero 6, and I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the show. Yeah, I enjoyed the movie, and yeah, I enjoyed the show. It was good stuff. Well made. I will say the one dude, like the slacker dude, like the stoner guy, I found him to be kind of annoying a lot of the time. You know, like he got to be too much real fast. I am employed Rise Above. Yeah, I forgot the guy's name. The token white guy with the rich family. I'm totally blanking on his name. With like the flame throwing dragon. Yeah, I do find that like it took. Hey, back on. Is turn going? It's going. But I did find him one of those characters that took no time at all to become too much and just straight up fucking annoying. It doesn't help that he's got the kind of personality that doesn't really appeal to me anyway. Like he's the kind of character that doesn't really appeal to me to begin with. But then, yeah. Hey, Dandy. Yes, I ate supper already. I really wish mass media realized they don't have to nerf characters' personalities. Yeah, flanderize, I think, is the term that I've heard. I think that's the term. I think TV Tropes uses the term flanderize. Because that's because I mean that's basically Ned Flanders from Simpsons. started off relatively normal, just like annoying, like just sort of a annoying neighbor character, but is fairly normal. And then they exaggerated certain aspects of his personality to the point where that became all he was. Like the religious shit, like they just exaggerated that to the point where all he was a religious fanatic. And yeah. Waco type episode involving Ned Flanders. Hey Cam. Well, yes, I did work today. I'm working Monday to Friday. Hey Bob. Hole. There's a hole for you. This better not get me demonetized. Hole is decent live, so 12 years ago. They do seem like they'd probably be a good live band. I like Hole. I like that band. I like Hole as a band. They're good. The bass player, or the original bass player, Melissa Oftermauer, she actually launched a bit of a solo career as well, which was pretty good. Courtney Love can sing. She can rock. Saw Hole in Seattle by a Groupon. Cool, cool. I hope I get this remote job. Good luck, MK. Great band when. Yeah, didn't Courtney Love and the Smashing Pumpkins didn't they end up having beef? Like, later on, they had beef. Like, hey, Iggy Head. What is that guy's name? Hey, Habibi. Yes, I do. What the hell is that guy's name? Why can't I remember his name? Billy Corgan. Yes, Kelly, thanks. As far as what happened, I suspect what happened between Courtney Love and Billy Corgan is neither of them are easy people to get along with. Hey, very good. He's just sitting there menacingly. Hey, very good. Yeah, Billy Corgan got weird. I think he got like sort of turned like right wing, and he just got just generally weird and less pleasant. Can't see Billy Corgan in Los Angeles 5 years ago at a freaking public library doing a private show with 50 people. That's kind of cool, actually. And yeah, I mean, as far as Courtney Love goes, I would be shocked if there's anyone Courtney Love hasn't had beef with. Hey, Frida. Like, I think about the only people that I suspect about the only person that Courtney Love probably hasn't beefed with, maybe Pamela Anderson. Because I know they were good friends. So, like, she's just like a weird, like, she's just not an easy person to get along with by any account. Okay. Actually, taking a quick look through Billy Corgan's taking a look at Billy Corgan's Wikipedia page. Apparently, they are friends again at this point. They've had conflicts in the past, but they are currently friends, it seems. Yeah, free market libertarian capitalist, which fuck. Hey, Jaja. Yeah, it's fine. Well, that's what it was. Depeche Mode. Oh, there's a new Depeche Mode album? Yeah, but it sucks. I'm not a fan of Depeche Mode. Yeah, they're just not someone that I ever enjoy. They're not a style that I've ever enjoyed. More important, I will never like anytime I see Depeche Mode mentioned, I am immediately going to be reminded of a Kids in the Hall sketch. Chibi was here earlier today. So yeah, Chibi was here earlier. J Dot was here last night. Icky was here last night. Yeah, Doc. Yeah, there's a Kids in the Hall sketch. A guy walks into a music store asking, was like, "Do you have the latest Depeche Mode album?" Yeah, but it sucks. And then the record store owner basically convinces this dude to get into the Doors. Here's what you do: you walk out that door, you steal a car. Do I have to steal a car? You steal a car. If you were in the hot tub, I would watch for 2+ hours in silence. ASYL. Thanks, MK. I watched Kids in the Hall in the late 70s. Thanks, Roger. Any favorite? Oh, I mean, so like it's just the whole show is amazing. These are the Daves I know. I like that. I like these are the Daves I know. The Serpent, the Widow, the Beast. Yeah, that was a really good one. Um, from Kids on the Hawker. Yes, I am. I'm Canadian. Yep. Um, running F slur. Yeah. I actually have running F slur. I actually have that on my computer. Chicken Lady, yeah. Chicken Lady was always fun. Buddy Cole was always fun. How's my training going? Yeah, it's going. It was such a stupid song. Like it was such a stupid song. Um, racist one. Kids in the Hall occasionally got a little bit racist, but they didn't really they very, very rarely touched on race. What they dealt with more often actually was homosexuality. Hey, MK, you're not blocked, MK. So I'm not trying to ignore you. Oh, I have a pink coat for spring, but it's kind of worn out, and I'm too broke right now. Yeah, yeah, that's tough. Scott Thompson did blackface. Yeah, which was not cool. Whitest kids you know, get a new daddy. So yeah, like it was definitely not cool that they did that. The blackface bit. That was not cool. I used to think Dave Foley was so cute. He was very cute. But like I said, it wasn't something, and the McKinney's sort of blues character. I'm blanking on the guy's name. Mississippi. Oh, what was it? Hey, Alexis. Hey, Bubblegum. It's work from home customer service. Um, he wasn't using his regular. Yeah, that wasn't his natural skin color that he was using in that sketch. Yeah, it was. He wasn't a real bluesman. It that depended on the skit. Cam. Smoking on the night train, chewing on a jelly roll. I don't know, like that song, like that skit. It feels like that was sort of meant to be. Yes, Cam. I know there was the skit where you know we had like really nice shoes. Yeah, so I mean, there was also the skit. There was also the bit where he was actually doing pretty well financially, and like he had like really nice shoes, and he was getting sort of heckled by a guy in the audience. So I know there was that sketch as well. It's saying like, "You're not a real blues man." Um, like I said, there was the other one where it was yeah, where he came up where he was telling his story and singing a song that he heard from God. Smoking on a night train, chewing on a jelly roll. That was a different sketch. It was a completely different sketch, Cam. There was one that was like he was at a club and doing a show at a club, and dude in the audience heckled him for not being a real blues man. And there was another sketch completely separate from that. Hey, Compbrook, where he was, it was just basically just him and guitar player. And he was telling a story about having a heart attack, going up to heaven, and God told him this song. I don't think so, Cam. No, I think they were supposed to be. As I recall, those two were essentially separate bits. Smoking on the night train, chewing on a jelly roll. That one. Like that's the one I'm thinking of. Is like the smoking on the night train, chewing on a jelly roll. That song. That, as I recall, that one was because it was a different set. Is like it wasn't. They were. It was a those two bits were divorced from each other. It was divorced from the other sketch where he was on a when did I go live? Half an hour ago. You came on like 5 minutes after I went live, Jenna. Yeah, like there was one that was like him performing to an audience. You know, him in a club performing to an audience. And as I recall, that was divorced from the one that was him, that was sort of just him. Do you not remember that you were here earlier, Jenna? Like, did you forget that you were already here, Jenna? How was day one? Well, today was day two. I mean, it's going fine. It's going fine. It's whatever. Which kids in the hall guy would you rather marry? I mean, Dave Foley. Dave Foley definitely makes the most convincing woman. And just like Dave Foley made a disconcertingly convincing woman back in the day. You know, like uncomfortably convincing is like, yeah, like, God damn it, I don't want to be attracted to him. He was a really bad husband. Oh, was he? Well, that's shitty. How's my training? Yeah, my training's going fine. Well, that's shitty to hear that he was a bad husband. I choose not to answer that, Gary. Hours maybe check. Right now, it is 9 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. Once I'm out of training, my likely shift is probably going to be 5:30 p.m. to 2 a.m. Thanks, Hannibal. Welcome to the roof. I've had jobs before, Hannibal. Do you like it? Mississippi Gary. Okay. I couldn't remember his name. Mississippi Gary. Regardless, though, Cam, it felt to me like the two skits, like the two appearances that he had, really felt disconnected. I mean, the trainer's the one doing all the talking. How long is training? 3 weeks. Day two. Music I've been listening to. Dandy, I do think that that's problematic, actually. Like, from what I mean, like I suppose part of it is that there's sort of like confused accounts right now. But from what I understand, the shooter was a guy. Yeah, he was transmasculine. He used he/him pronouns. So he/him. use he him pronouns, because that seems to have been what he chose. Sure. So, by all accounts, don't talk about the person at all. Like for use POS man. I mean, sure, yeah. He was obviously an asshole. Yeah, he's an asshole, and I'm totally okay with people sort of speaking about him as little as possible. The reason it's important to continue to properly gender someone, even when they're awful, the reason it's important to correctly gender even the worst people is because it's a way of validating everyone else. Like, it's not even about like the way I feel. Properly gendering the shooter is not actually about the shooter. It is about all other trans people. Again, sir, it's not about decency towards the killer. It is about decency towards trans people. Well, no, James. Priority number one is taking care of the community. Priority number two is getting rid of the fucking guns. But I just feel like exactly, Jenna. It's saying that saying that all trans people's existence is conditional. Exactly. That honestly, Doc, kinda. It was a guy it was a man who shot up the school. So I mean, to a certain extent, Doc, yeah, that does factor in. Not defending the killer. I don't defend trans people who commit horrific crimes. I defend the 99% of trans people who don't. Again, though, Toxic, it's from what I understand, it was a trans man. So, though, again, I've also seen some sort of like, I don't know, there does seem to be some weird reports about it. All right, been ignoring the gun prompt for years. Yep. Hey, Barney. What's up with the title? I don't know. Indeed, Fatal, yeah. A lot, and yeah, there's a lot of people on the right. There's kind of a lot of people on the right who are making a super big deal out of the fact that this one killer was trans. Hey, J Dot. You know that what this is like the third. This is like the third trans person who was to engage in a mass shooting. Right? Like there's been three, right? This is like the third one, right? First trans man to do it. The other two, I guess, were trans women. So like, but yeah, like third trans person to go on a mass to engage to do a mass shooting, and yeah, oh, and one non-binary. So four then technically, and yeah, fucking people in fucking Congress trying to make it as though fucking Marjorie Taylor Greene and Matt Walsh and fucking everybody on the right. Like, oh, clearly this is proof that the trans people are unbalanced. Clearly the issue is trans people. Four fucking people out of several out of like 2,800 or something like that. There's been like 2,800. There's been something like 2,800 mass shooters, or maybe not 2,800, but there's been hundreds and hundreds of mass shooters, and like four of them are trans, and yeah, let's focus on the problem is the trans people. Clearly, the problem is trans people are crazy. And watch contributing funds. My question, Dandy, is he doing that? How many other mass shootings? Like how often does he donate to families of victims of mass shootings? Like how often does he do that? Does he do it after other school shootings? Or is he doing it because this one he wants to blame on the trans community? And because honestly, I suspect that if the shooter in this case hadn't been trans, he probably wouldn't have talked much about it at all. He wouldn't have been donating to it. He wouldn't really have been. He probably would have just ignored it, frankly. No, Produce, trans people are not crazy. He lives in Nashville. Does he? Then that actually explains why he would donate as well. If he lives there, then yeah, he probably would donate. He probably would be donating. People do tend to donate to local shit for sure. Hot tub? No. Grifter's gonna grift. And he is very much a grifter. Like Matt Walsh is fucking terrible. Haley Williams of Paramore is donating too. Yeah. Sure, James, yeah. A trans person killed kids. that's shitty, and that person, and yeah, that person was shitty. And I am, I did not web it. I am not sorry at all that he is dead. Like, I am not the least bit sad that he is dead. But the people trying to make this, people like Matt Walsh and other people on the right who are trying to make this about trans people, are shitty fucking assholes. Shitty fucking people. Just absolute fucking garbage. Like, how many white people, like how many it's about mental illness. Is it though? Is it about mental illness? Also, I would disagree with that. Most affecting trans people. You know what it is? So here's the. I would disagree that mental illness is what causes people to engage in mass shootings. The truth is, probably the biggest indicator, like the most common thread, most people who engage in mass shootings have a history of domestic violence. Hey, fishing man. Most of them have a history of engaging in domestic violence. It's real common, Cam. South Columbine, they didn't even get into the school until an hour after Eric and Dylan killed themselves. I will say, in the case of Columbine, it was one of those situations where people shooting up schools, that was really, really uncommon back then. So it's hard to really blame police for not really knowing how to react in that situation. Nowadays, it's a fucking, every couple of weeks. These days it's all the damn time. 380 school shootings in the U.S. after Columbine. I suppose not every couple of weeks, but yeah, these days happen so often. There's not much to talk about my job, James. Yeah, Lindsay. How do we solve it? Gun laws. Better gun laws. That's how you solve it. It's how other countries have solved it. It's how fucking everybody solves it. Only reason the US can't solve it that way is because for some reason, politicians have decided to just kneel in worship to the fucking NRA. Recruit for dinner? Not tonight. Unless you think should be changed. Ban AK-15s and similar types of guns. Do that right off the bat, and yeah, they'll probably cut down a lot of mass shootings just like that. Indeed, dandy. Canada has very few mass shooting incidents. Said AR-15, Zach. AR-15 is a gun. AR-15 and similar. I think I said AR-15 and similar types of guns. Canada isn't a real country. I'm not even the one who fucking brought up the topic. Fortunately, have the same amount of maple syrup drinnings. What's happening in Israel? The situation in Israel seems to be pretty fucked up. Yeah, like I haven't been following closely, but Netanyahu seems to be, from what I've gathered, Netanyahu seems to be on kind of a power grab, isn't he? It just seems to be kind of a fucked up power grab from, again, from what very little that I've actually seen about it. Frida, in the case of what's happening, in Israel, Frida, I just said that I've read very little about it. So superficial, yeah. I just said that it's, I acknowledged that it's superficial. Your understanding of this thing you said you don't know much about seems very superficial. Yeah, that's why I said I don't know much about it. Sure, sir, but the mass shootings are usually, a lot of the mass shootings are done with AR-15s. a lot of gun deaths are suicides. Um, hey, Oliver. 1492 land back lane? No. I know nothing about it. Hey, Anthony. Canadian toboggan crashes. Oh, shit, yeah. Yeah, a few years ago. Was it a Canadian who died at... Was a Canadian athlete who died at the... in Winter Olympics in like a... in like a... like actually in a toboggan accident? Was it the 2010 or 2014? I want to say 2010. Yeah, the 2010 Winter Olympics. Anunnaki. So the situation I've heard about with Netanyahu seems to be government versus people. 2010 was Vancouver. Yeah, and that one there was a was it a Canadian? I forget what country the because I know in the 2010 Winter Olympics somebody did die. I forget where the athlete was from. Oh, Georgian. Okay, so yeah, it was a Georgian, somebody from Georgia. The country, yeah. That's what I was thinking of, Syrup, yeah. I couldn't remember the person. Hey, stuff. Who's he? Who's he who did what, Jay? Oh, you died during the 2010 Olympics? True. Drop my phone on my face? I've never dropped my phone on my face, no, Carrie. Because, no real script to follow. Yeah, I mean, like when I'm laying in bed, like I'm not holding my phone like this. Yeah, I don't hold my phone above my head. Usually, like I'll lay on my back and have my phone like this. So no, I've never dropped my phone on my face because I'm kind of weird. Who the hell holds it above their face? Color Purple, no. Cornwall does not have Uber. That just seems like... Calling you the fuck out. I mean, like, it just seems... I don't know, it doesn't even seem natural to me. Like, you know, holding it like this and like, you know, like you're putting your arms to work. You know? Like doing it like this, you're putting your arms to work. Whereas, you know, like this, in my case, I've got gut, so I can just lay it on sort of like this. You know, it's All I'm saying is work smarter. Your boobs are in the way. You can rest it. You can rest it on your boobs. You can rest the phone on your boobs. Imagine dropping an old school key on your face. Is that how boobs work? Depends how big they are, I suppose, but all I'm saying is find a way to work smarter, not harder. Figure out how to work smarter, not harder. Or like turn sideways. Hey, Raz. DoorDash? I'm actually not sure if we have DoorDash. I know we have Skip the Dishes. DoorDash, I'm not actually sure about. Sorry, Carrie. No, Frogger. Teeny Town with the landlines. Chips? Yeah. Some. Where's the nearest glory hole? Couldn't tell you. No idea where any glory holes are in Cornwall. What Skip the Dishes is? I mean, it's just a food delivery service. It's like Uber Eats. You go on there and you order food, and they'll deliver it for you. I assume it does groceries as well. Convenience. Doesn't look like they do groceries on here. Like they'll do convenience stores. I have massive tits, but they are saggy. Hole reveal? Hole. There you go. There's the hole for you. What's trolling? It's when you trolling is when you live under a bridge and demand that and eat any goats that try to pass over it. Trolling is when you live under a bridge and eat any goats that try to pass over. Frida? I mean, I regularly say that I don't. I regularly say that I don't think I'm particularly smart, so not much of an accomplishment there, Frida. Yes, Bowser, I've been out of it. I went to I visited my mom on Sunday. I've gone to the store a few times. Been out of the house a few times. Looney Tunes? Yes. I do remember Looney Tunes. I like Looney Tunes. That said, Pepe Le Pew is fucked up. Was it spelled that way? Oh, no. No, it's Tunes. Looney Tunes is Tunes. Obviously, like a lot of people, because it's a cartoon, a lot of people think that it was Toons, but it was Tunes. Um, no, Frogger, it's not. The reason it's something to do with Merry Melodies, like it's spin off of like Merry Melodies or something like that. I don't really remember the details. It's not something that I've read about in years. Yeah, so yeah, I guess because it was a sort of a sister program or partner program to Merry Melodies. So I guess the inspired by Silly Symphonies from Disney. Shorts initially showcased musical compositions owned by Warner's music publishing interests. So yeah, there you go. It's Tunes because hey Zach or hey Zoe. It's Tunes as a music because it was originally sort of showcasing music. Well, wasn't my intention to give that impression, comic book. Touch on nuclear physics. Tiny Toons. I used to love Tiny Toons as well. Tiny Toons. That one they probably would have used Tunes because that one was specifically for kids, so probably they used the Toons. I don't know, because I mean it was like young versions of the cartoon characters. Plus, avoid confusing kids. So color purple. Not really actually. I didn't have that much trouble waking up actually. Looney was more for adults. Well, like I said, Looney Tunes was originally launched as a musical spotlight. Thunder. Never watched Tom and Jerry. Hex Girls. I didn't watch. I didn't really watch the Scooby Doo stuff where the Hex Girls appeared. Like as far as my as far as the Hex Girls go, or as far as like Scooby Doo goes, when I was in high school, I'd go home for lunch, and Scooby Doo would be on TV, so I'd watch it while I was eating my lunch. But I didn't watch the movies or anything. I was only watching it because I needed to watch something. I also watched Newhart when I would be home for lunch. Costco? You mean Costco? Costco? I'm familiar with it. I've Chantel dragged me there a couple times. I didn't really like it. I don't like Costco. Just huge amounts of food, yeah. Did she get her in a store that big? She managed. No, she was. No, I mean, she was walking, pushing the cart. I mean, sometimes I mean, she went without me a lot more regularly, a lot more often than she went with me. Like she went on her own a lot more than she went with me. So would I ever be a goth girl? I don't know. Maybe I'll need to figure out what style I want to. Yeah, I'll need to figure out what style I want. Anything but goth. I said before, I did suffer a mild to medium case of goth uh, as a teenager. So will I go goth when I transition? I don't know. I probably won't go goth. I don't think I'd go goth. Hey, Adrian, I do not have a tramp stamp now. Hey, Istria. What's wrong? Oh, no, I'm just tired, Jordan. Long day at the orifice. Black lipstick sure still have some deep seated issues. No, Frida, I won't say that. What was dinner? Yeah, just some microwave thing. Just a microwave thing. And not looking forward to having to go to the store tomorrow to get more food. I'm out of microwave dinner, so I'm gonna need to get more. Ooh. No purple. Not everyone needs a crock pot. Crock pots don't blow up. They do if you're doing it right. Can I imitate a baby crying? Wah, wah. Have not purchased my own microwave. Leather trashers, I do not. I don't have any leather pants. Pressure cookers that blow up. Look, if you put in the effort, you can make. If you put in the effort, you can make anything blow up. Sound like the baby boss in Luigi's Mansion. Anything can explode if you have the dedication. Yeah, look like Keanu Reeves. There are for sure worse guys to look like. I don't look like Keanu Reeves. Aw. What's with Americans? I'm afraid of Americans. I'm afraid of the world. I'm afraid I can't help it. I'm afraid I can. I look like Captain Hook, but horribly depressed. Fair. Fair. I'll take that one. Hey, Sunken. Hey, Janine. I'm afraid of Americans. I'm afraid of the world. David Bowie and Nine Inch Nails did a song called I'm Afraid of Americans. DMX Park? Nope. Yes, Jeannie and I did. It's work from home customer service. I'll do my best, Sunken. David Bowie gives me waking nightmares. I'll be honest, I was never really a fan of David Bowie. Just not just didn't really he never really appealed to me. Nazar? Not dealing with customers yet. No, celebrity juicer. I don't think I'll do a silent stream. That works from home. Cool. Oh, it was class. Didn't David Bowie hook up with like a 15-year-old girl? Yeah, looks like just some quick googling, and yeah, I think Bowie actually hooked up with a couple of 15-year-old girls. So he was a Brit after all. 2 times 15 is America. No. What were my grades like in high school? Not particularly good, Jordan. My grades were pretty mediocre. What am I doing with my first paycheck? Probably nothing much. So what's the average? Yeah, I don't really remember exactly. I don't remember exactly what they were, but yeah, B's and C's, I think. Smash Bros? No, never played Smash Bros. Good in college? Nah, I wasn't very good in college either. What about Jim Morrison? Yeah, I'm pretty sure he did plenty of creepy shit. Considering how normalized creeps are in our society. Yep, it is. Labyrinth was weird. Jim Morrison was in the Doors, yes. Jim Dorison. Don't shame anyone's shame. My lip gloss is popping. My lip gloss is cool. But I let Kevin Feige run my life. No, because you know why? If Kevin Feige ran my life, it would just be fucking full of story hooks for future lives. All I'd be doing would be just setting up other people's lives, you know? Screw that. Parker and Stone in my life? No. My shoe size? 8.5, I think. I have not seen The Ringer. Pretty sure it's 8.5. I don't have big feet. 11 in women's. Yeah, I think I might be a 10 or an 11 in women's. I forget what the I did look up the what do you call it? The conversion. I did look up the conversion chart once. I think it might be a 10. I think it might be a 10 in women's. No, color purple I haven't. 7 men's on a women's 9, except for Vans, which are weird. Yeah. Clothing sizes in general are fucking weird. I do not currently have any women's shoes. X was an 11 in men's and OMG. Get me some pumps. It's a 10. You know what kind of shoes I would actually want? Wouldn't want like pumps or anything like that. I would want like boots with heels. Adidas, I do not. Sexy shoes, they'll have any size you need. Thanks, Janine. Boots with fur? Not with fur, but Raz! Welcome, Raz! Adel said I was gay for calling her cupcake. Weird. What brands am I into? Like clothing brands? I don't really care, honestly. I don't really care about clothing brands. That said, there were a couple of the Jimmy Choo Sailor Moon shoes that I wouldn't have minded. I wouldn't have minded having. No, like Jimmy Choo put out some shoes inspired by Sailor Moon. Yeah, probably Frida. You've been here for a while. And it's like there were a couple of them that I was like would have been pretty cool. Would have been pretty cool to have. Cowboy boots? Nah. I don't think I need cowboy boots. I am not a cowboy. Apple bottom jeans? I don't even know what those are. Platforms and solid boots and fuzzy socks. I don't know, Frida. Emily, just a feeling. Just a feeling that's hard for me to verbalize. Thanks, Janine. Alright, I think I'm gonna end the stream. I'm tired. I'm tired, so I think I'm gonna end the stream. I will not be on tomorrow. See if I come on. We'll see if I end up coming live Thursday. Crisis. Right now, I still use he, him for myself right now, Crisis. So maybe on Thursday. I may not. We'll see. But for now, thanks for watching. And good night.